Hey everyone, welcome back. I really got to do these more often so I don't get as much of a backlog, and it doesn't take nearly as long to do these videos. But we're back with Bambu P1P, and we're printing a big, giant, massive project that's probably going to take a very, very long time. So that'll probably be what we mess with here for the foreseeable next couple of videos anyway. So this is one of those Hex 3D projects. It is a wall-mounted Velociraptor, and it takes forever. It does. Uh, these prints are taking on average about a day. Some are slightly less, and then others get closer to 2 days. As you can see, it's not a small project whatsoever. I already have a box full of pieces for this thing, and I may be halfway by this point as of making this video. While I'm making this video, I'm waiting for my previous print to cool down and downloading some more so that I have more content to give you next time I remember that I haven't posted in a while. so, um, each one of these pieces, though, like I said, it takes a while. You can kind of see the outside skin there. I do have to reorient them. As I said on the last video, if you don't reorient and make sure that it's set right and just kind of accept the defaults from within the file, it will spaghettify on you, and that's never any fun. I have not tried to piece any of these pieces together yet. I'm going to save the pins. You end up printing the pins, right, that go between the pieces and then glue everything together according to the assembly instructions. And uh, I'm not there yet. I want to get all these printed, make sure that I can print all of them, and then I'll worry about putting them together and see how janky it looks after that. I have seen on Hex 3D's site, um, they've got like a Facebook page and stuff like that, and they've got Patreon and whatnot. Because it is one of those 3D printing areas where you do pay a monthly to have access to the files, uh, and then they do it pretty well. They've actually got when you first get the Patreon, they have this big giant welcome to the group area where they've got a bunch of stuff you can print, and you basically have that for a certain amount of time, and then once you've met that time frame that kind of shows, hey, you're invested in it, then you get access to the full repository. And that seems fair to me, considering that what they have in the starter area is enough stuff to print that it'll leave you printing for a good long time. I do find that with these, I do have to use the tree supports. Without using the tree supports, things just kind of, spaghettify once again. Um, let's see where we at on this one. More pieces. I don't know, maybe some elevator music or something here. Beats me. But so far the Bambu's doing good. It did give me a maintenance message recently. It said something about lubricating the Z-axes. Um, I wasn't sure what to do with that, so I kind of dismissed it and then looked up tutorials on how to do that. There are pretty easy tutorials. They're short. In fact, you could have watched it by now in the time that you've been watching this for whatever reason. Um, but it's a quick, simple, basic, clean off. And if I was to kind of say what I mean by that, so if you're looking on these prints and you look to the um, right side of the screen and you see that little screw looking thing um, that keeps turning, right? That's one of the Z-axis things. There's three of them on the Bambu P1P, and what you do is you take isopropyl alcohol and you clean it off with a non-lint rag, whatever that means. Basically stuff that won't leave stuff behind, right? Um, and then from there, get some white lithium grease and grease the screws, run the thing up and down a few times, and go from there. I will probably do that a little later, as I have a time crunch on this project, and the time crunch is getting this all done before Halloween, because the whole point of this is not that I want some big giant raptor head in my house. I want some big giant raptor head in my truck, so that I can set that up for trunk or treat, make it look like we've got a raptor captured, and it'll be fun and good times for all, right? So I might try to find a way to bring a photo in here and show you guys what it looks like. I don't know. I'm not like a big video editing person, so whereas it's possible, I am not going to mess with it. So, as you can see, we've got the tree supports are doing their job. Sometimes I do notice right there, yeah, so you can kind of see on this piece, I don't know if it's messed up or if it's supposed to look like that or what exactly is going on with it. That little edge right there, it don't look right, and I ended up just kind of snapping it off when it was all said and done. You're going to see on some other prints here a similar type thing happening. But where are we at? One of these coming up, and I don't know if it's going to be in this video or the next one. I ran into some trouble with this print. So the different pieces, you'll end up with the face, right? And as I'm trying to print an area that shows more teeth, that's going to be future videos. That'll be the next video. But it has an absolute failure, and it got to the point I tried rafts, I tried all kinds of stuff, and it ultimately just didn't work, and I got really discouraged because I thought, man, I have printed like 15, 20 different pieces on this thing, and now I'm down to the wire. I almost have the head done, and now it's failing. What's going on here? So that was a little discouraging, but ultimately there was a way to reorient it. There was two flat surfaces. The original looked like it'd do okay and failed, and I just pulled off the printer. We're getting ready to pull off the printer the other orientation on the other flat surface, and it seems to have done better. Some of these spots where it does stuff like this, I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like or what it's supposed to be in the background. Every once in a while I kind of try to fit the pieces together just to see if I've figured it out on my own without the instruction manual, and usually not. And there's some more spaghettifying, but not so much that I think it's going to ruin the print. We'll find out. It is a whole lot of printing if something small like that ruins the print. I think we've got one more here on this video, so I definitely thank you for hanging in there. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. I know Spawn likes to watch these, so hi Spawn, and I'll keep going as long as this thing lets me, and I'll throw in some video game stuff here and there. In the realm of video games, really not a whole lot catching my attention now. There's the standard, every once in a while I play That One's Human. Every once in a while I've really been playing Eve a whole bunch, and that's just to kind of pass time in between tasks at work. Oh, that looks so gross, so much spaghettification there. But it happens. There's just not, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. This is a big project, and it feels like there were probably things that could have been done better on the design, but I also didn't go through the trouble of designing it, or trying to cut it, or split it up. So there's that. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.